What is up, RSC? This is Save Talk, your media committee head, and we have a good match for you. Match day 7, challenger matchup between Scribes and Pups. We got Taco producing, and on the caster desk, we have Wicked, and we have our special guest caster who has not casted in over 2 years for RSC, Mr. Crocktopus.
What's up, babies? I'm back. It's me. It's Croc. I'm back on the desk. It's so good to be here. Don't get used to it. This is a one-time thing, but I wanted to give you guys a special treat. It is great to be back. Happy to be here and cast with Wicked. Looking forward to the challenger matchup we have tonight. Scribes versus Pups. Should be a really interesting matchup.
Absolutely. And you know what, Crocktopus, the fact that you've been gone for 2 years, how dare you, by the way? I'm really privileged and honored to be able to be on alongside you with you on the desk here tonight to cast, which I'm assuming you're in Challenger as well. If you can correct me if I'm wrong. It's gonna be great. I'm excited to cast with you tonight.
Yes, I am in Challenger. My years off Rocket League, the rust, it's not just one layer of rust now, it's caked on. It's rust upon rust. But hopefully these guys can show us how it's done. Maybe I can learn a thing or two.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should jump over here and look at the team stats so far for this season for both of these teams. The Scribes and the Thunder Pups. I mean, if you look at these team stats, man, it's one sided. I mean, you see the Thunder Pups over here; they're 13-7. They have 60 goals, 162 shots on net. I mean, that's absolutely wild for a match day 7 in a total for a team. And the shot percentage, looking pretty good. I mean, it's you can see it. It's one sided, man. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's looking as one-sided as it really seems. The shot percentage is pretty good on both sides in that mid to low 30s. It's pretty average. It does look like the Scribes are a bit more of a defensive team, less shots
Mm.
on goal, but they do have that shooting percentage that's keeping them there. I'm not sure what the strength of the schedule has been for either of these teams, so it's hard to tell too because I don't know who they've played against up to this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, looking at the team stats. I mean, yeah, it looks really promising for the Thunder Pups here, but you can see that the Scribes with their saves that they have just outnumbering the save total so far this season against the Thunder Pups. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the Scribes can do on defense against such a strong team. It looks like with the shots that they put on net and the goals that they have, it'll be interesting to see how they hold up on defense against this really strong looking team in the Thunder Pups. As we should jump over to the player stats and see what the players look all between both of these teams, shall we?
Show us the carries.
So looking at the Scribes here, we got Treefrog, LoneDrifter, Zach the Bull 36, and korndoguwu. I'm sorry, I had to do that. That was very cringe of me to do. I will never do that again. I promise the next time I cast, I will never ever do that again if somebody has that in their name. Promise that.
Yeah, it looks like we've got two pretty substantial starters here with the Tree Frog and Lone Drifter both playing 20 games, both in that high 30% shooting range, but also a decent amount of assists, about half an assist per game for each of these players and almost a goal per game for Tree Frog. So those look like to be the two offensive zone players here. You got 12 saves and 16 shots with 5 goals from Zach the Bull over 8 games. Looks like he's more of a your all around midfield player. You don't play 8 games in here without being a go to player for that third man. But you don't always get all the points in the midfield. But it looks like Tree Frog and Lone Drifter will be our players to watch for the Scribes.
Absolutely. And enough of talking about the Scribes. Let's talk about this crazy team and the Thunder Pups from the Pawverse. You're jumping over to these player stats, and I see Vvreze with 20 games, playing pretty much playing every single game so far this season for this team. He's got 23 goals with 51 shots, an outstanding shooting percentage too. It's kind of somewhat midway through the season so far at 45%. That's insane. So I'm expected to see a lot out of this man on the field, as well as 16 saves with 10 assists as well. I mean, he's all around the kind of player that you need for a team like this, especially with the record that they have. And looking at the other two players, you got KG with 15 games played with 17 goals, 46 shots on net with 36%. And even BulletNote just with shot percentage of 32%. And I mean, just looking at these player stats, and it's just absolutely insane seeing like these players and both of these teams have insane stats when it comes to like being on offense, including on defense as well.
Yeah, I've actually had the privilege of scrimming against this team, and this is a pretty monster team. This is going to be if they're locked in, I think that we could see a pretty one-sided matchup tonight, but it always depends. Vvreze is there sitting there with more than a goal per game already. Like you said, a 45% shooting percentage, carrying that team shooting percentage up to the high 30s where it was. But it doesn't seem as team-oriented here. Vvreze does have a lot of goals, but only 10 assists, about a half of an assist per game. KG is a little over half an assist per game because it looks like they rotate through their players a little bit more. But then we start getting down, and with 12 games and less, it's hard to tell, are these team plays? Are we looking at solo plays? But I will say Vvreze can be a monster in the air if he's not shut down. Whenever he's going across the field, he can carry that ball in the air with good control and really make the defense panic. So we'll have to see if the Scribes defense is up to their aerial abilities to get him out of the air, and hopefully they can keep this team on the ground and make it interesting.
Absolutely. I think we should be completely done here talking about both of these teams with their players and the team stats, because we have both teams on the field ready to rock and roll and get this game one started. They're excited. I think they're ready.
Let's get in.
Let's do it. I'm freaking ready, excited. I can't wait to see what both of these teams are going to do game number one. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to tell them to go, send them on their way, start this game number one off strong. And if you had to make a prediction, I know you don't want to cast your curse, but if you had to make a prediction, what do you think the scoreline is going to be this game number one?
Game number one, I think we see a 4-0 scoreboard. I think that the Thunder Pups are going to come out and really just lay it down thick, and it's going to give the Scribes something to think about. They're going to have to relock in.
Absolutely. As we start off here, as big whipty's coming out here. Treefrog, a little awkward, but he has full boost, ready to rock and roll. Gets a good 50 on KG as Vvreze is waiting to rock and roll with a full boost. Looking for an air dribble over LoneDrifter, but gets 50'd in the process. TheCrocktopus bangs the ball back down the side of the field of the Thunder Pups. And the Thunder Pups looking to take the ball and go on offense here and get something going here and test out this defense of the Scribes as they get scored on here by BulletNote with a crazy angle to start off game number one.
Yeah, unfortunate 50 from Treefrog there. Just gets pressured. Bullet puts it right on the nose. Zach and Treefrog both go up. Can't quite get the hand up high enough. It's going to be 1-0 for the Thunder Pups early on here. 4:23 left to play.
Absolutely. See if the Scribes can make a good response here early in this game number one as Treefrog hits it off to his backboard. Good backboard defense here. He gets demoed in his efforts with rotating. The ball's floating over the side of the field. BulletFrog up. Does get a good 50. LoneDrifter has full boost. He's going to go up for the ball here as he gets a good touch forward. KG there to pick up the ball, though. Looking for an air dribble of his own. Pass it over to the BulletNote. BulletNote looking to set something up. Zach makes a whiff, but it doesn't matter. Treefrog's there to bang the ball forward. Maybe get an opportunity here to shoot. And what a save by KG as the game is still 1-0.
Yeah, Drifter here is going to put one off the backboard. Vvreze misses the read, so Zach gets to put a soft one on net. Isn't going to quite beat the post to the inside. Vvreze a pass over to KG. Is couldn't dip in, bar down and out. Oh no, he's going to want that one back. That's really unfortunate. But they're still got the offensive pressure, putting it back on him. KG comes in over Zach's head. Treefrog lining it up from the near post. Can't get the touch. LoneDrifter also can't get the touch, and Vvreze puts it back. BulletNote's up. Can he slam a second one home? He can. It is 2-0.
Just a bunch of whiffs coming out here on the side of the Scribes. They look a little nervous on defense right now. They're kind of folding, and you see the Thunder Pups taking advantage of that. What a good read by BulletNote as well to give him the second goal here in game number two. Still early though. 3 minutes left here in game number one, and the Scribes definitely have a chance to come back here.
KG off the backboard. Bullet, looking for the early hat trick. It won't find it there. Vvreze with a nice 50 pops it over. Lone is awkward, so Bullet gets to pop one up high mid. KG is there, but Treefrog with the read will clear it down. Let's see if the Scribes can get some offense going. They have two on the ball. Treefrog soft pass mid, won't be able to be shot. Good clear by the Thunderpups as Vvreze follows it up. Soft pass towards the net, thought that was going to go mid. Easy clear from Treefrog as the Scribes reset.
Yeah, really good clear indeed, but Treefrog with no boost trying to jump up. But that's an open net for Vvreze, and what a pass by KG. The Thunderpups are just breaking apart this. What a fake there by KG as well. They just seem to keep on breaking apart this Scribes defense that they look so strong on paper, but they're not looking so strong on the field right now.
Yeah, the Thunderpups are really bringing it to them. I predicted a 4-0 scoreline, but we might even get something a little higher if the Scribes can't figure out a way to get some pressure and keep the ball out of their own half. Good demo there by Vvreze. This could be another goal for the Thunderpups. There's the 4-0, just over the halfway point in the first game. KG is getting on the scoreboard now.
I think my man over here, Crocktopus, took up a new profession in the 2 years that he was gone by being like a genie or like a mind reader. Because I mean, this dude predicted a 4-0 right now, and you see it on the score line that he's got that 4-0, and it looks like it might be more. But Treefrog says no, we're gonna bring this ball back forward. But KG denies him in the midfield. LoneDrifter gonna pick up the mid boost. I don't know why I keep calling him LoneDrifter. It's LoneDrifter, but you know what? It's working, and it seems like I would love to call him LoneDrifter, but I don't think he's lonely. Zactable hits it off the backside wall. LoneDrifter, he's passing it down field, but a double commit again. And that's what I'm seeing a lot out of this game number one between the Scribes, is all the double commits that's beating them up right now in game number one.
Yeah, they've really got to find a way to get the ball out and away without having to send two people for it. This is a pretty good example right here. Zach's up, gets the touch, and a good challenge there. I think they really just have to focus on hitting the ball. It looks like they're trying to read and react to the touches from Thunderpups a little too much, and they have to go make their own play on the ball, or else they're going to get caught flat-footed, they're going to get caught going backwards, and the score could easily get out of control for games 2 through 4 as well.
Absolutely, and Zactable puts a shot on net, but he gets saved by Vvreze as Treefrog looking ready to get a double, but gets saved away, and off the backboard it goes, and Vvreze looking to pass this ball, bring this ball back downfield, maybe add more to their goal total, but unable to make that happen. As Treefrog looks to set something up on offense, gets a good 50, but goes back on their side. LoneDrifter looking to set something up for his teammate. Zactable not ready for it. 60 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like the Thunderpups are running away with this game number one.
Running away with game number one, still 50 seconds left. Right now, you're not really playing to come back in game number one. Even if you end up letting the score run away a little bit, you really want to get that mental reset, go into game 2 fresh. Maybe you come off with 1 goal, so that way you have the start of something new, but you definitely don't want to go into game 2 without putting a ball in the net. Treefrog there tries. But I will say the one thing that I can say for the Scribes is their third man is just a little too close on offense. They're not really giving themselves the space to react. They've got to sit back, just 10 to 15 more feet, get that momentum going forward, get those hard hits, because that's where the Thunderpups are really taking them over right now, is those hard hits downfield.
Yeah, absolutely. And even they're kind of doing the 2-1 method where they have 2 people up front on the ball, and they have one that sits back a little bit past midfield, and that's what's working out for them, because that's what helps have them save boost as well. Their boost totals, I mean, watching that the whole entire game, it just seemed like no player on the side of the Thunderpups were below 30 boost. So their boost management right now they're doing a phenomenal job with their boost management, and it's helping them beat apart the Scribes team. And the Scribes, I mean, like you predicted it, 4-0 for game number one for the Thunderpups.
Yeah, but I will say they did look a lot better. If that 4-0 happened with, 2:26 or something like that left in the game. So for the entire second half of the game, Scribes held them to 0 goals. Treefrog got a save, LoneDrifter got a save. Really good challenges in the midfield. They looked like they were a bit more on the ball, but again, their offense was still struggling at that time. The defense looked a little better, the rotations were there, but they got to play faster, not rushed, but they just have to focus on beating the car in front of them and letting their team help them out.
Absolutely. Even the whiffs too. They just need to focus more on trying to get a touch on the ball more than they need to rush, like you said, rush on the ball, try to like force something to happen, because it seems like they are in panic mode some of the times when the ball comes into the area of their car. So just focus on getting those touches that you need on the ball instead of trying to force something to happen.
Yeah. I think that the Scribes probably have like a good idea of what's going on now. I think we're going to see a little bit different of a scoreline. I think it's going to be 3-1 still in favor of the Thunder Pups. Their offensive pressure is still just too much to handle, in my opinion, and the Scribes didn't show a good ability to deal with it. But I think they'll have that mental reset going. I think they'll at least put one ball behind the defenders into the net.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting game number 2 here, all strong with the Thunder Pups on offense again. And a good save comes out, and another good save comes out. LoneDrifter looking to get a 50 on BulletNote, does not. TheCrocktopus does, though, in the corner. Gets the full boost as well. Treefrog with a good beat on Vvreze as well. KG has no boost here. He's going to try to pick up a 50 here. He does. LoneDrifter has full boost, looking to get an aerial going. He decides to leave it. Not really good for that because he was awkward. Treefrog gets a good boom downfield, and it seems like right now both of these teams are kind of going back and forth in this midfield, trying to find out who's going to take control of possession of this ball.
Treefrog there does keep good pressure. LoneDrifter setting up in the mid, could come in, but no boost. Got to get that boost up so that you can challenge that in the air. Big bang from Vvreze is going to be on target. Thought it might hit the near post and out, but unfortunately Treefrog just can't get back there in time. It's it's challenges like these. Zach has to go for that ball. He's already too far forward, so he can't really retreat there. But then he also didn't really have enough boost and momentum to get the ball. And so you're in that weird no man's land, and that's where if Scribe stays in that no man's land, it's gonna be chaos for the Scribe.
Absolutely. The LoneDrifter looking to get a big bang downfield. KG and Vvreze are back to take care of that though. And KG gets a good bang forward with the boost steal as well. And he's waiting patient, looking to set something up for his teammates. Good patience there by KG. And you see a big double commit come out, but a ball going towards the net of the Thunder Pups and saved away by BulletNote. And you see again, the Thunder Pups are playing at 2 forward, 1 back, and it's working out for them as a big pass comes forward, but a big demo on the backside on the third man. Can KG get his momentum going to save this ball here? Gets help from BulletNote, and Treefrog looking to keep the offense going here for the Scribes.
Yeah, still just getting caught going for the ball with low boost, but a pass to the mid. Zach shot attempt there is going to be sent wide by BulletNote. Pass back to the middle from Zach. Treefrog a little too shallow on that one. Zach puts it over his head. Lone should have a pretty easy clear on this one. The KG's there to keep the pressure. Now Lone, easy beat on the defenseman. Can they get it in? No, mid. Treefrog just a little too far. And the Scribes still scoreless through roughly 8 minutes now of these Rocket League matches.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing to think about too, is the 8 minutes, with no goals. It's kind of something that you need to work on. It's kind of alarming. I mean, you guys got to get some goals going here. It's still early here in game number 2, and I mean, around this point in game number 1, they were down 4 goals, so they're definitely making improvements here as they're putting more shots on net here in this game. It's just nothing going for them yet. And they have so many pristine opportunities as well, just to have a person too far away from the ball to capitalize on a good pass. Vvreze gets a shot on net looking for his second goal here in game number 2, but unable to make that happen.
Yeah, Scribes is really prone to bumping right now. With all the flat-footedness that they're having, I think that if the Thunder Pups start bumping a little bit more, they'll just start running away with the score again. But they seem to have figured out their 1-2 passes and aerial plays. They're getting good defense and rotations there. As BulletNote, can't get to that second touch. They're starting to be ready for them. They're on the ball earlier. The Scribes are for defense.
Yeah, Treefrog gets bumped away for an air dribble, but gets a good pass out forward, but unable to recover, but gets the full boost and gets beat on the ball as well. Good save by TheCrocktopus, but he has no boost here. KG has somewhat boost, but he's going to conserve it. He knows what the time it is. He knows that he has to play conservative here and prevent getting scored on as the ball is floating over, but yet again, the Scribes not there on time to get the ball to go back in the back of the net. LoneDrifter looking to set something up, fakes the ball, leaves it for Treefrog, passes it center, but again, nobody there from the Scribes to try to put the ball on net.
Ball's banged up by Treefrog. KG there gets a pop. Could be awkward. LoneDrifter is not going to get a second one here, but Zach is there, puts it in. Treefrog isn't going to be able to go in for that, so they're going to be a reset here for the Thunder Pups. Bang down. KG shot on net. Won't find its way in off the near post. Bullet here to keep pressure. Cleared away by LoneDrifter. KG now resetting on the back. Gets demoed. This could be an opportunity for the Scribes here as it bounces into the middle. Double commit. Could be dangerous. Treefrog back alone. Vvreze, we've seen him do well, but he loses control of the ball, and now Scribes get to corral it and start a new attack of their own.
Yeah, and they need to do something now if they're going to, as they do. And ZachTheBull, with help from Treefrog, ties this game up here late in game number 2. We're starting to see some progress here coming out of the Scribes. Finally, they get a ball to go into the back of the net after almost 10 minutes of being scoreless.
Yeah, that was a really long time, but they broke the seal now. Let's see if they can get a couple more. Looks like my prediction is not going to be right twice in a row. I don't foresee the Scribes just put one in. It might end up going 3-1 the other way. Zach with a really improved game here. But yeah, my 3-1 for the Thunder Pups is not going to be accurate now for this one. They
Absolutely
do
not.
seem to have been like slowing down a bit, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, it just seems like the Scribes are kind of trying to figure out a way to pick apart this team. And, you know, Treefrog here, he's going to take some time. He knows that there's 10 seconds left here. Doesn't have to rush anything. You guys are up a goal. You guys don't want to take this into overtime, especially with the way the Thunder Pups have been playing. As LoneDrifter gets a good 50, and KG unable to keep the ball up, and the Scribes take away this game number 2.
Game number 2, you know, my most improved player definitely has to go to ZachTheBull. Really, you know, just absolutely good performance there. Didn't get caught so flat-footed. Was able to come in with momentum to score those 2 goals. 3 saves as well, really protecting the goal line back there. But I think it was just the fact that BulletNote was very quiet this game. I don't know what happened. I didn't really see him touching the ball very much. Normally a very fast player, in your face kind of player, at least when I was playing against him and with him during combines and scrims. And I just didn't quite see that. I don't know if there was a hiccup in the rotation or what was going on. But Scribes take down Thunder Pups 2-1. We've got a 1-1 series. Scribes are looking to prove the non-believers wrong in chat. Got some non-believers. I think we have 100 gifted subs actually coming to the RSC channel. You know?
Wow. Yeah, that's insane. Whoever did that, we appreciate you, and we appreciate the love that you're showing to our community. And we also appreciate all the love that we see out of you guys in the chat. All 40 of you guys in the chat, we love you guys, and we appreciate. And it looks like we are black screened. And you know what? This is actually funny. I think I'm cursed because the last time that I was on the desk with the MD, and it was like the worst time that we ever had. He got disconnected. I had to do a whole Johnny Boy little time for like about 5 minutes, or maybe for like a whole entire game. And after that game, we got black screen. So we had to reset the whole entire server. So, ladies and gentlemen, stand by. We have technical difficulties. Our lovely producer, Taco, is going to work on getting us back in the server and getting us ready to rock and roll for game number 3.
So what do you think about game number 3? What do you think we're going to see for the scoreline here?
I think me personally, I think it's going to be a 1-0 some other way, because I think both of these teams, I mean, the Scribes, they said a statement here in game number 2, and the Thunder Pups, I mean, they said even a bigger statement in game number 1. So both of these teams are, you know, tied up here in this 4-game series. And it's just, I feel like I feel like both of these teams are going to play a lot more conservative, kind of figure out how they're going to pick apart the other team. But I also think the Thunder Pups are just going to keep on doing what they're doing. But I just don't see like a shutout, like as far as like a 4-0 scoreline. I think it's going to be 1-0 for some team.
Okay, interesting. I thought it was going to be, I was going to go 3-1 for the Thunder Pups again. I think before we black screened and had to remake the lobby, I would have been a little more even, kind of where you are. But I think this break is probably better for the Thunder Pups. You know, they've got to shake that game off if they want to come back and be dominant, which I think they can be. I think we've seen them be the more dominant team on the field. But, you know, coming right off that loss, especially with a last-minute goal, I think that Scribes kind of was going in with a bit of an advantage there. Now they've been iced a little bit, and Thunder Pups have had time to reset.
Absolutely. And it's going to be interesting to see this little time off. I think it's like I feel like I was watching like old school energy back in RLCSX, where Justin kept on disconnecting and there was like a whole entire like just pause, you know what I mean? And I feel like both of these teams may have gotten ice, so I feel like it's going to be like a game 1 feels here as we start here, game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. BulletNote with full boost gives it to Treefrog. Treefrog looking to get a 50 on Vvreze, but does not. And Vvreze passes up the up center, but nobody there to shoot the ball.
Ball going back to midfield. KG pop mid. Zach will be there first. Bullet, quick turn. Won't be able to get the challenge on LoneDrifter. And that's going to be the first one going in favor of the Scribes. Just a little slow roller in. I think BulletNote had an awkward turn here. And yeah, didn't actually end up being able to go for the ball. So Vvreze changes his course of direction. Tries to challenge. Can't get there. LoneDrifter with the slow roller for a 1-0 early scoreline.
I think I might be wrong here in the scoreline because that was a very early goal, and that was also a really good outplay there by LoneDrifter, hitting that ball around Vvreze the way he did. Just caught him slipping as Treefrog here looking to maybe catch some more defenders slipping here. There's a double commit here. This is going to be an open net here for some time. Treefrog rushing back with no boost. Gets a good touch on the backboard, but KG there to tie this game up here, and we basically going back to zeros here.
Yeah, Treefrog really, like, you have to go for that, right? There's no world in which you can't jump up for that ball. Just doesn't quite get the touch he wants. Unsure if he was trying to, psycho it or just kind of put it down into the corner. Really good attempt there, but KG read it whole way, puts it back in. 1-1, 4:15 left to go.
Yeah, and KG here with a good save off the rip, off the kickoff, and looking to get a pass down, but LoneDrifter doing a good job staying in the midfield and cutting off any kind of pass attempt. Zactable with a big whiff, though, as Vvreze looking to set something up. Get a good 50. Almost got the ball to go through. Zactable gets a good touch, though. Gets the ball to go towards net, and they take back the lead here in game number 3.
Yeah, not sure what happened here. BulletNote just, again, another odd turn. I think maybe he came in a little too far as third man, found himself in an awkward spot and couldn't get back in time. But you can just see the lack of cohesion, in my opinion, in both teams. The rotations just look a little out of whack, a little out of sync. And I think whichever team can figure it out first and lock down their defensive line is going to end up running away with this game number 3.
Absolutely, and even the ball touches. I know you said something about BulletNote being quiet. I mean, he's being quiet here in this game number 3 as well. He's not getting the touches that he needs. Big demo comes out by Zactable as the ball gets banged down the field by LoneDrifter, looking to steal some boost on his way out. And KG looking to set something up for Vvreze. Vvreze gets a good touch, but it goes into the corner. BulletNote there. He's been quiet to see if he can set something up here for his team here. And nobody there to follow up, but KG there to get a good 50 as Treefrog has full boost, bangs the ball back down towards field to the other defenders that have full boost as well.
Vvreze now looking for an attempt to get one center, denied by Treefrog. BulletNote comes in from third, bang off the wall. KG up, beat by Zach the Bull. No, it's going to be a double whiff from the players. Zach probably trying to read a dunk or something there. Now Vvreze is awkward, gets demoed by Zach. Open net, LoneDrifter does not miss those. It is 3-1, going the opposite way of what I predicted. And that just looks so much cleaner from the Scribes. They look like they're in the right spots right now, and they could run away with this game very easily.
Absolutely, and using the whole old man Rocket League method as well, beating up their opponents, looking for them demos. They've been doing that a lot more, especially in game number 2. They started to open up that side of them to be able to get those demos to go through, and you see the progress. I mean, you see the results of those demos as well. As they have a comfortable lead here in game number 3. Vvreze takes control of the ball, looking to get an air dribble, looking to get a goal to go back, but LoneDrifter denies that from happening. And honestly, Crocktopus, I'm seeing a lot of the Thunder Pups out of the Scribes is what they're doing with their method of bringing 2 people forward and have one person sit back with full boost, and when the ball comes back on their side, they bang it right back to the other side.
Yeah, I think that they're just doing a really good job of being in close proximity to the ball. They kind of figured out where not to be in that no man's land after the first game, had the reset. And now let's see if they can put it together. I thought that was a triple commit there for a second, a little scary, but just a double commit. Now Lone on the back wall is going to pass it down to Treefrog. Won't be able to get up, but Lone has a second hit. Does get the boost, could chase this down, but KG gets the pop over. Out of the corner now, reading for the double, won't get there, but everyone is awkward, so BulletNote gets the monkey off his back, puts another one behind the defenders and into the net. Let's see if this changes this play a bit, because sometimes a player like that can get frustrated when they're not getting the touches on the ball, and they know that they're good with touches on the ball. Now that they've got the goal, it might be a mental reset for Bullet.
Absolutely. A man that's been quiet since game number 2, and definitely, like you said, a big mental reset for him as well, as there might be some mental games here coming out of Treefrog, looking to get a 50 on Vvreze that's trying to save the ball, which he does. and KG looking to bang the ball back downfield. A lot of boomer ball happening here in this game number 3. More than the other games between both of these squads, as you see a double commit come out from the Scribes, and it seems like the Thunder Pups are trying to go back to their game 1 roots here and break apart this defense off the backboard. BulletNote there, but KG's there to clean it up, ties the game up here late in game number 3. We have a tie ball game, Croc.
Yeah, really good adjustment from the Thunder Pups here. I think what they've changed in their game is that they're not trying to force the play right now. They're definitely still a little faster than the Scribes, but they were trying to force the play. They started getting caught out, soft, slow rollers into the net, leaving the net open. They're not doing that as much in the last 45 seconds to a minute, and now they've tied the game up. 60 seconds left to play. Let's see who's going to come out with it. Zach gets a pass to the center. Vvreze there, blocks the ball. KG is over 1, won't beat a second. Treefrog puts the ball back into the attacking zone. Zach now waiting to see what can happen. Pops over 1, waits for the touch by Vvreze. Can't get it mid, but LoneDrifter should be able to keep the pressure here over the head of KG. Good challenge, we'll get a touch out. Treefrog up, no boost, won't get a good touch. Reset on the attack now with 30 seconds left to go. Who do you think takes it?
I mean, I was really close there. I was going to say, I don't know who it is yet. I mean, but the Scribes almost snuck one in here late in game number 3. I mean, we're looking to maybe possibly get an overtime with all these whips that are coming out by both of these players. I also do apologize. I was muted when you had your pause there and had to go back into commentating. That was my fault. I didn't even realize I was muted. I was talking about the Scribes when I was muted, and I realized I was muted when I looked down and my mic was red. But we have an overtime here in game number 3. This is very interesting. Whoever takes this game, it's going to be very interesting to see who takes this game.
Yeah, I think overtime right now is a gift to the Thunder Pups. They were under a lot of pressure from the Scribes, and oh man, I thought the Scribes might lose it there early. The Scribes honestly probably deserve to win game number 3 with their performance in the last minute of game 3, but now it's overtime, it's anybody's game, and whoever wins this will have some severe amounts of momentum going into game number 4.
Absolutely, a big demo comes out by Treefrog, but no goal to give as it goes off the back post. And good 50s here coming up by Zach. And KG looking to get a redirect. Treefrog says, no, I'm reading that. You're not going to fake me out. Big demo comes out. Ball going into the net, and it does. LoneDrifter putting it in the back left corner as the Scribes take away this game number 3 away from the Thunder Pups.
This placement is absolutely insane. KG's coming in. He has 98% of the net covered, and LoneDrifter is able to put it in the 2% that's not going to be able to be covered. What an absolute slot into the bottom left corner. Hat trick for LoneDrifter. Well-earned win from the Scribes here, 4-3, and the Scribes are going to be looking to take a 3-1 series win.
Absolutely. I mean, they're on track to do that as well. You know, LoneDrifter stepping it up here. You saw Zach the Bull last game was the MVP, and LoneDrifter decided to say, hold my beer, Zach. I'm gonna take this over. I'm gonna help put this team on the backpack. But Zach the Bull also got involved here in game number 3 as he had a goal of himself as well as a cycle too. The man, it was just great performance here by the Scribes. It's good improvement after that big shutout loss that they had in game number 1. It's going to be very interesting to see what the Thunder Pups can do here to kind of answer and hopefully get that 2-2 to kind of even out the series here. It's going to be a very interesting game number 4. I feel like it's going to be a slobber knocker.
A what now?
Slobber knocker. I mean, have you ever watched like old school WWE? You ever watched like Jim Ross? He talks about, oh, this is a slobber knocker. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh. It's old school It's an old school WWE reference. If you guys in the chat know what I'm talking about, you guys will understand.
Yeah, man, I'm old. I used to watch WWE, but even that one was lost on me. But no, I was going to talk about how the Thunder Pups were actually predicted by Daze and Dill to 4-0 and 3-1 respectively, the Scribes. So the Scribes have already proven their haters wrong. The prediction is wrong for the series. They've got at least 2 wins now, looking to secure a third. I think that the Thunder Pups will make it difficult, but I think they're going to be reeling from that overtime loss a little bit. They're feeling like a team that should have probably come in and either swept or 3-1 this team. They're off kilter, and if they don't get a goal real quick here, I think that Scribes are going to end up running away with a I'd say probably a 3-8, 3-0, or a 4-1 kind of score line for the Scribes.
She pointed out, this is a whole mental thing. As you see, a big shot gets demoed in the process there by KG, but he manages to get the ball over the head of KG, so it doesn't even matter that he was eliminated from the field because the ball's in the back of the net. And this is going to be very interesting to see the mental game that the Thunder Pups can play to get out of their heads, to get a goal back answered, to tie this game up, and even take a Game 4 victory as well.
Yeah, big pinch there. Could be the answer. Oh, it's not. Treefrog there to save the day. Nice hero save. But yeah, now that they've scored a goal here, I think you're going to start seeing the Thunder Pups slow down. I don't know if it's going to be a good or a bad thing, but I think mostly it'll be a bad thing. They're going to start second-guessing their touches. They're not going to have as much momentum going for the ball, and they just want to prove me wrong. They're like, shut up, Croc. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. We're going to put one in the net, tie it up. Less than 60 seconds into the game, we've got a goal from each team. KG putting them on the board. Now that we got a pretty solid ball game going into Game 4.
Yes, absolutely. A big, solid game indeed. I mean, the game is still early, tied up. What better way to have a Game 4 as a tie game? A lot of drama coming forward to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. To see who's gonna answer back and take the lead here. Is it gonna be the Thunder Pups? As you see a big win there by Vvreze and KG, and a good save by Treefrog. TheCrocktopus has some boost, but he's going to take control of the ball somewhat. Doesn't have any boost anymore, but he's looking to be big against KG, but KG has full boost. It's around him, looking to set something up for his teammates, but he's all alone. It doesn't even matter. He's going to do it all by himself as he takes the lead here for the Thunder Pups.
Yeah, really good play here. Gets the extra boost. Just absolutely cuts him up. Pops the ball over. Both of the defenders there from the Scribes caught on the near post. Don't think anybody on the far post is really going to have a chance of saving that, but KG is feeling himself now. 350 points. Both of his teammates are sub 100. Not that they're far off, but KG is really putting on a clinic right now, getting good touches even when he's not scoring the ball. And now they're reset. 3:15 left to go. Treefrog bang on net. BulletNote can't quite get there, and we've got a tie game again. The Scribes will not go down without a fight.
Absolutely not. They're not giving up at all. I knew this game was going to be a back and forth clinic between both of these teams, and it just seems like the Scribes are kind of getting themselves more involved than the Thunder Pups. As you see, KG, he's the one that's being the all-star right now in this game number 4 to set his team up for success. As BulletNote bangs the ball downfield, looking to set something up for his team as he gets beat out by LoneDrifter. Vvreze looking to set something up. TheCrocktopus playing really good defense on the backboard to pass it down to Lone, but doesn't get a touch. And Vvreze, a little awkward here, but he's got full boost. He's going to make something work, but BulletNote takes it away from him. That was kind of crazy. He said, you know what, get out of my way, Vvreze. And Vvreze, he beats out one. This might be an opportunity for the Thunder Pups, but nobody there with the ball floating across the goal line to clean up that pass that was made by Vvreze.
Big pinch there, gets it out. KG is going to restart the pressure for the Thunder Pups. No one in that midfield, though. Vvreze on the ball again. Has to get an awkward touch. Treefrog tries to get some pressure in. Oh, LoneDrifter caught out. KG has an open net. Hits the backboard. BulletNote in. Vvreze pops up, is going to reset the pressure. Don't think they're in much danger anymore, the Scribes, but they were really in danger of going down by 1 again there.
Absolutely, and Big Bang comes out by TheCrocktopus. We have 2 minutes left. A whiff comes out. KG, the all-star that he's being right now, puts the ball downfield. Treefrog hits the ball to the backboard. KG looking to set something up for his teammates. He does, but what a save by LoneDrifter. The man stepping up here in a big way. BulletNote pass it to KG. KG hits it to the back right corner, and they take the lead here late in game number 4.
Just what a beautiful play here from BulletNote. Sees LoneDrifter is awkward. Treefrog unfortunately just can't quite get there. Good hustle from KG. Sees the ball coming from a mile away, able to beat Treefrog. But there's a minute 47 left, and the Scribes are still playing good Rocket League. They can get this back, and they can force a close game still. I mean, they've already forced a close game, but a closer one. But this might be it right here. KG feeling himself, can't quite get the cut on net, but does keep good pressure. And now we're really tough because Scribes are low on boost. This could be bad. And there it is. Vvreze able to just lift one up, chips it high, right under the crossbar, falls in. 2-goal lead for the Thunder Pups. They're looking to get another one back on the board, even out the series, but still plenty of time for Scribes to come back and make this a 3-1 series win.
Absolutely, and they're the Thunder Pups have proven me wrong here in this game number 4. I thought they were gonna mentally fall apart after those 2 losses that they took. As KG with his 4th goal in game number 4. Like I said, these kids are proving me wrong, guys. Whatever you want to call them, I don't care. They're proving me wrong. Their mental is ready to rock and roll. They don't want the Scribes to 3-1 them. They want to go even here, and they're ready to go. I mean, this is what a turnout here by the Thunder Pups after the 2 losses that they took in games 2 and 3.
Yeah, I thought that they would come out a little flat-footed after losing in that overtime, but they seem to have done a good mental reset. Going down 2 games in a row can really be tough on the mental. They've done a good job here, and Scribes still has time. It's not impossible to get 3 goals in a minute, but with the way they've been playing the last 45 seconds or so, it's just not likely. And there it is again, KG. Is that 4? That's 5. 5 goals on 7 shots for this absolutely dominant MVP of the night. Vvreze, you played well. Everyone knows that you play well, but KG has had 2 monster games and 1 really good game. Got to be my MVP of the night already.
Absolutely. I mean, KG, and when everything's against the wall for you, you're down 2-1, but you need to get a 2-2 to go even instead of getting 3-1. And KG said, you know what, I'm going to step up here in a big way. I know my teammates need me, and that's what he's been doing, and he's showing it here where he has 5 of the 6 goals for his team. But boy, awkward. There's maybe a chance. I don't know. We'll see what happens with 30 seconds left. As LoneDrifter says, we're not giving up yet. We're still here in the game. Hello. Big dunk by LoneDrifter on BulletNote.
31 remains here. Can they make a miracle happen? Ball's going to start out in the Scribes zone. Shot by KG. No. I'll take the double hat trick, thank you very much. And put a nail in the coffin for this game. Just what an absolute banger from the corner read. Nice read. Zach had the read. It was going to be a good read. KG just a little earlier, a little faster. Puts it behind for the 7-3 scoreline. And I think we might even see one more here from the Thunder Pups.
I mean, even that, but even KG, he's on track to get 1,000 points here in game number 4. He had 996 points. As there might be a double here, not able to hit the back of the net. KG with a save, and that's going to put him above 1,000 points. The man is sitting at 1,098 here in game number 4. What a performance by KG in a big way for the Thunder Pups. The Thunder Pups making the series 2-2, and the ball dropped. Wow, what a game.
Done on both ends.
Wow.
Good games to these teams. 2-2 series, that is what a way to close out a series and come back after going down 2-1.
Absolutely. And I have, like, you already gave your MVP. I'm going to give my MVP to KG as well. I mean, KG putting out a valiant effort, when their backs against the wall, it's usually a mental game at that point. And you're struggling a little bit, but KG said, no, you know what? I'm not going to show them that I'm struggling. I'm going to show them that I'm absolutely dominant of a player, as he proved here with 1,000 points. I think this is the first time that I've casted and I've seen a player when I was on the desk hit 1,000 points in a game. So what a performance there by the Thunder Pups, and what a performance by KG.
Yeah, I don't think that I've ever seen 1,000 points in an RSC game while I was on the desk. Seen it a couple of times, here and there, just from screenshots and whatnot. But on the desk, no, that's honestly crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any final thoughts here as we close out this amazing cast, which I enjoyed doing with you, Croc? Any final thoughts?
Just again, sorry, this can't be a regular thing. I just kind of made a special exception for tonight. I wish I could come back. Maybe one day I'll come back more regularly. But as far as the game goes, just absolute pleasure to watch these 2 teams play. A lot of these guys have been in the league for a while. Some of them are at least new to me. Really good performance from both sides. I think these will both be pretty good contenders in the league. If you come up to either of these 2 teams, you got to be careful. I think Scribes are a little bit more on the sleeper side. They look like they can play really good, cohesive Rocket League. but Thunder Pups are just explosive, and if you let them run away with a game, they will.
Absolutely. My final thoughts. I mean, we appreciate the whole entire RSC community. We appreciate you guys enjoying the cast that we did. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Wicked. That was Crocktopus. Alongside us, we had Taco on the desk producing. So shout out to Taco. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been real. We will see you guys on Monday for another episode and another game of RSC.